doing some exploring. I found this thing in my forest. I don't know what it is. No idea what it is, but right across, right down the way here, that looks like a tub. Pretty sure that's a tub that's upside down. I got this bunch of boxes of steel I could use for forging. Some shelves, and then this, which looks like it might have been a go-kart. I don't know. Pretty big transmission or whatever the frig that is, if it's a go-kart. I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's do some exploring. Whoa, these old red leaves that popped up. And this tree I felled. That's kind of cool. See what the creator has to say today. This was the spot I was at when the hawk showed up at one time. This tree was struck by lightning. It looks like it would be pretty good for lumber. And trees that are struck by lightning are supposed to have special powers or something, I don't know. Kind of makes sense though. Saw this video one time. This guy was in the army, he was in Iraq, and he was on TikTok, and he was telling a story about how they had this big transformer that would power like a guard station, and it was his like shift, and in order to turn on the transformer they had to like connect wires or something, and he was touching the live wires as he was changing it, and he had like thousands of volts go into him, and he was frozen. He couldn't move. He's like, there was no way I could move at all. I was not moving. And he said it was like, at first it was like scary, and then he was like, I don't want to die. And all of a sudden he could move, and he moved off it. And his whole point was, afterwards he said he was smoking. He had smoke coming from him, and his buddies were like patting him down. And his whole thing was, God is electricity. Everything is electricity. So if electricity hits a tree, it's God hitting the tree. So it's got to have some. By God, I mean like the creator, not like the Christian God. And so if the tree gets hit with electricity, it could have some etheric powers, I guess. It's energized. So it would be pretty cool to make like to make some stuff with it, maybe like an axe handle or knife handle or whatever, baseball bat, like the natural. But yeah, let's keep going. There's so many freaking thorns. Like what is this shit? Looks like scaffolding, kind of. These dudes just threw shit back here. Look, here's a freaking toilet in the middle of the forest. Why are toilets made of porcelain? Here's a question. Why are all toilets made of porcelain? I got a clue about it. It was on Owen Benjamin's stream. He said he had someone call him. Not call him, someone tell him that the guy was like a trucker and he was going over the border, and when he went over the border he got stopped, and they started, because the radiation on his cargo was really high, so they checked the cargo, and it was all toilets. He had porcelain toilets in the cargo. So apparently porcelain has the same radiation level as uranium, or higher. Like it hit all the meters. So why is the only thing made of porcelain, the main thing that we make of porcelain, toilets, and porcelain is as radioactive as uranium. So what is the purpose of that? There's some kind of connection going there. And why do we even use toilets, to be honest with you? They're very odd. Like where's it all go? Why do they need everyone's shit? Like why back in the day, like the terracotta or terra preta, in the Amazon rainforest, where they have soil that just keeps regrowing, and they find like clay pots in the soil. Yeah, it's not a mystery. They were shitting in pots and then throwing the pots into a dump, and after like a year, poop turns into really fertile soil. So that's what they were doing. That's why it seemed like it was regrowing, is because that's where they were putting their feces, and because it's the perfect fertilizer. Like manure is poop, and it's the best fertilizer. So why are we putting it in water and flushing it through pipe systems to go to some random place while sitting on a porcelain toilet? It's something fishy going on with that. Yeah, that's my story about toilets. All right. Like we don't make anything else with porcelain. Why toilets? Yeah. And since when is porcelain radioactive as uranium? I didn't know that. Alright, let's keep going. Get this cart. Ooh, gutter. I need gutters. Oh, bed. Take a little nap. Yeah, what's up with this cart? I think it was the ancient civilizations. They left behind this cart. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, today I went up on the roof of my garage to put a tarp up there because there's a hole in the roof, and I'm petrified of heights. And so I go inside the garage and I get the tarp out onto the thing, and I nail it down a little bit underneath the shingles, and then on the side I can't really get it from the hole, so I have to use a ladder, and I'm petrified of heights. So I put the ladder up, and I'm slowly climbing the ladder. I'm like freaking shaking, and I get to the top, knocking three roofing nails, and meanwhile I like knocked my glasses off while I was climbing moving the hammer around up there. I was like shaking, and then I get to the bottom, and my neighbor, this little old lady, she's standing in the doorway, and she's got her hands up like, yeah. It was pretty funny, because I was shaking my ass off. I hate heights, but yeah, that was I had to smoke a few cigs after that, take a little break, go for a walk in the woods.